So please put your hands together for the last performer of the night, David Ebert.
What the fuck is up? Yeah. Make some noise! I am not David Ebert. I killed David Ebert. My name is the Bad Law. I think you need some background about me for this all to make sense. I am a monster from the 8th season of The X-Files. That's a real thing. If you look up Bad Law right now on Google, Badlaa, you will see that I am a monster from the 8th season of The X-Files. I had no legs. I was a little Indian ghost from India. And I waited in a DC airport to climb into businessmen's butts and then murder them. Everything I've said so far is a fact. But I'm not here for that tonight. Tonight I'm here because I am starting a rap career. Because I will not be defined by the writer who created me to climb in people's butts and then murder them. Now you might have some questions before we start with the raps. Like, did they die right away? The answer's no. No, they woke up after I climbed in their butts, went home and lived their life for a few hours, and then I made blood come out of their eyes and they were dead. Everything I've said so far is true. I could also assume the shape of a Caucasian janitor. This was never explained in the episode. I decided to use my immense mystical powers to kill first an obese man and then to torment 2 teenage boys until Agent Scully shot me and then I escaped to India. But I'm not here for that tonight. Tonight I'm here to serve some hip-hop upon your ears. Yeah. Now, I have only just started this career, so I don't have a DJ yet, and I don't have a label, and I don't have recordings, and I don't have legs. But what I got is heart. So my first song of the evening is a little song we call Bad Law, which is me. So can we cue that up and play that now? I mean, like, whenever you're ready. All right, you like this beat? I'm the Bad Law, I'm a badass. You got a fat ass, then we gonna smash. Got a honey, got a million, got $100 million. If you got a problem, holla, and I'll climb up in your butt. Deception, reception, I rip into record, you risking your rectum, I rip into wreckage, my record's affecting the national average, gone platinum to bashing your ass in a second. You can hate my guts, but I'll get in your guts. Swim down to your scrotum and I'm snatching up your nuts, cause I'm nuts for nuts. Call me a street vendor, cause I'm nuts for nuts. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Heavy is your butt when I weigh it down. And you can be for my boys, but your breasts bring all your toys. But it won't really matter when I climb up in your butt. People ask a reason, there ain't no fucking reason. The writers had a deadline, and it was the 8th season. I'm up in your butt, 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 Agent Mulder. I climbed up in his butt, Agent Scully. I climbed up in her butt, The smoking man. I climbed up in his butt. The metal cop from Terminator climbed up in his butt. I'm a bad lad, I'm a badass. You got a fat ass, I'll climb in it. First of all, there was a problem with the DJ. The beat does go for the entirety of the song ordinarily. But these are the sorts of things that we work out when we get into a new profession. You see, my old profession was terrorizing businessmen at the DC airport, climbing into their butt and murdering them in their homes in front of their family. Now, it sounds like fun, but there's literally no pay in that. In fact, I posed as a beggar, and people would give me money. And if you think that it might make sense that I would attack people that didn't give me money, and then like let the ones that gave me money go, that's not how it worked. It didn't matter if you gave me money. I still waited till you took a shit in the bathroom, magically appeared as a vengeful Indian spirit, climbed in your butt, and murdered you 7 hours later. Now you might think, this guy probably only wrote one song about being this creature that climbed into people's butts. But you'd be wrong. Because I wrote a second song, and it's about the haters and how you deal with haters in both hip-hop and being a mystical, vengeful spirit from Asia. Okay, so DJ, if we're feeling good about this, let's go ahead and play. This one's called Haters. Oh yeah, that's a fire beat right there, right? People wanna hate you when you're the fucking best, but the best can't rest for the rest to stay the rest. But there's another element to this equation. People wanna hate you if you're a demon and you're Asian. There's 3 different ways of how to serve upon the haters. One is to overpower them with overwhelming flavor. Serve upon their lobes with rhymes so fucking witty they'll have the vice grip their ears to keep their heads from spinning. 2 is to ignore them. Haters are a byproduct of creating rhymes so fresh Kanye calls them iconic. Haters are like gray doctors. Chronic, doesn't matter what you do, they'll still be hooked upon your phonics. 3 is really simple, can't believe I gotta say this. Crawl into their butt and then murder them. Pretend that you're a beggar with no legs. When they give you some money, shrug the money away. Watch them from a distance, blend in with other vagrants. When they turn around, magically climb up in their anus. Wait like 7 hours till they're home with their family. Then pull a Mortal Kombat and perform a fatality. But then don't leave for some reason, stay up in their guts. And when Scully does the autopsy, kick her little butt. When everyone's butt is bleeding, you can turn back and say, haters gotta hate, but players gotta play. Cut that beat, cut that beat. Now, I don't have a lot of time left. Some of you may have noticed I'm wearing an MTV2 hat tonight, and that's because I'm here to announce I got my own MTV2 show. It's called Bad Lie, Behind the Camera. And it's kind of a mix of like that Mac Miller show, where it follows Mac Miller's life, but it's me in the DC airport, crawling in the butts of businessmen and murdering them. And then it's also like a prank show, where it's like... You know, like, like I ordered this sandwich with mayonnaise on it, and then we serve them a sandwich, and it's got like mustard, and they're like, oh, I gotta fix this, and then I crawl in their butt and I murder them. All right, guys. Well, it's really hard to kneel on no legs, but but you're probably saying to yourself, he couldn't possibly have a third song. But you know what? I do have a third song, and this one's dedicated to a specific person. His name is John Shaban, and he wrote the episode Bad Law. Now, if you're familiar with the name, he was nominated for a fucking Emmy for Breaking Bad. I guess he was waiting with his best ideas. So this one is a little song called You Made Me. Didn't want to be this way, but you made me. Didn't want to act this way, but you made me. Got me thinking I was crazy, maybe. But if I'm crazy, you made me. You think it feels good to be hated and despised by the one who made you? I can see it in your eyes. Did you think when you sat down to pen me, an evil butt ghost was gonna win you an Emmy? If you just sucked, I wouldn't be that mad. But you wrote the episode where Jane died in Breaking Bad. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? You should have made Walter White climb in her butt. Then what? Seriously, I really can't understand how a man has no plan of what to do with he creates and then that guy turns into a rapper. Well, guess what, John? I'ma find you in the crapper. Seriously, that is my issue. What I'm spitting to you is the way I feel true. But if I can say this one last time, this is how I feel. On the top of my mind with this rhyme. Didn't wanna climb in butts, but you made me. Didn't wanna kill people, but you made me. Guess what? You might not be proud of how you made me, but baby, now I make me. All right, that's what that song. We cut that there. You might be surprised to find out I wrote that third one today. There might have been a couple verses I forgot. But listen, guys, I want to thank you for your time. If any of you at Paste works with any labels, my name is Badla. That's Badlaa. You could get it embroidered on a cap at Lids. So thank you very much for your time, and watch your butts.